Oh, got him. Oh my gosh, he came out and cranked it 2-3 times. Oh my gosh, that was freaking insane. What is going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna be throwing around an A-rig in the Canal system. I have never done this before. It should work. It should look like a bunch of little tilapia swimming in a school, and those bass cannot resist a tilapia, so I'm hoping it'll work. I'm hoping it'll pay out. Let's get out there, let's go whack them. We're gonna be testing out a couple products over at Copper State. We're gonna be using the G-Crack Stealth 5 A-Rig, and we are also gonna be using the 6 cents, I believe they're called the Clobber Minnow, and that's their little crappie grub. So we're gonna test these out, we're gonna see how they do, and we should whack them. Stay tuned, enjoy, and let's go get them. All right, guys, so the G-Crack Stealth 5, as you can tell, it is a super small A-rig, freaking wicked, super finesse. You have 4 little willow leaf blades right there to add a little bit of flash. You can throw crappie grubs on it because it is so small, so finesse. All we got are those little 6 cents clobber minnows, I believe they're called. That little curly tail, and with 6 of them on here, 5 or 6 of them, they are going to be moving a lot of water down there in that water column. And that little pectoral fin right there is also going to kind of be kicking up a little bit of water. So we're gonna have a lot of water movement with these super small baits. Don't shy away from small baits. I've been wanting to fish with this thing for quite some time, so you know, even if we don't get a whole lot of fish on it, I'm completely okay with that. Just want to test it out, see how it feels, see how it runs. You could throw 2.8-inch paddle tails on this. I honestly wouldn't go any more than a 2.8-inch paddle tail. I don't think that it's necessary. This thing is meant to be finesse. I know we're gonna get bit on this. It's just gonna be tough to actually stick the fish because those little crappie jig heads, the 1/16 ounce, they are smaller hooks, and you know, for the bass to get a hold of this thing, they're gonna have to almost eat the entire rig, I feel like. Look like we spooked a little bass or a carp right there. I'm just not thinking that they're gonna be, oh, we got knocked, we got hit. I feel like this thing on the drop is what's gonna cause a bite. Because on the drop, it actually looks better than when it's actually swimming. And when it's swimming, it looks really... Oh, got him. Oh my gosh, he came out and cranked it 2-3 times. That was freaking gnarly. Oh my gosh. We had a little one first hit it, guys, and then another. And look, the 2 hooks pinned him. Look at that. 1 hook on the roof, 1 hook kind of on that gill plate. That is freaking gnarly, thank you. And this one on the gill plate is what really got him to stick. Guys, we had a little guy come up and hit, and then this guy followed it up and finished it off. And because we're using crappie grubs, that is how easy it is to get these fish off. That is absolutely freaking gnarly. That was so sick, because I literally watched all of that happen. I'm gonna let this guy go right over here. Beautiful little bass. Thank you for the bite. There's a little guy that came swimming out and hit it, and I think when that little guy came out, that's what triggered that one to come out and absolutely smash it. See, small baits catch, I mean, that wasn't a big fish, but it was a good sized fish for the canal. Small baits catch small fish, big fish, good quality fish. So freaking exciting right there. That was sick. That sun has some UV rays that are burning today. So the plan of action right now is we're gonna walk south, we're gonna see what we can do. Hopefully we could catch 1 or 2 more fish. This is all I'm gonna have tied on. I'm not bringing anything else. We're packing extremely light. All I have is a big camera with me and a couple more grubs, just in case we lose 1 or 2 of these. Other than that, we got nothing else, so we gotta catch something. We just got bit again. We just got bit again. Dang it! They're not hitting the right one. There's one. Just let him freaking gobble that thing down. A-rig bass. That is so sick. They're chowing down on this thing, and they're all a little bit better quality bass. I mean, that ain't bad right there. Not too shabby. And the great thing is I'm just kind of leaning into it. I'm not doing a whole lot. Second I feel that bite, I'm just kind of rolling the rod into it, letting the rod essentially set that hook, use that parabolic motion on the Saros rod by Akuma, and you know, let it do its thing. So that one, that bass ate the back one right here, which is why I always personally put a hook on that middle one. I know a few people that don't use it, which is I find odd, because a lot of time, you know, the bass are going to be hitting the bait fish that's in the furthest back. I mean, every species does that. They attack whatever is behind the rest of the crew. Now I gotta find one more bass, one more good one. Both the bass that we've gotten today are good quality. They're not small. I mean, they're not bigs or anything, but they're really good fish. The current around that was so freaking like heavy for a second, it felt like I had a fish on. All right guys, so it is hot, it is humid, it is brutal, but we have a couple fish. You cannot complain when you can come out middle of the day and get a couple fish, especially the quality that we're getting. They're not gigantic, but they're also not small. They're good quality fish, are about 1.5 pounds to 1.75 pounds. If we can luck out and, you know, maybe get like a 2 to 4 pounders, something within that range. Me personally, I believe that it is going to be a complete success. It's going to be tough to do, but I do believe we can at least get 1 or 2 more fish. The goal is 3. I knew coming out middle of the day using a small A-rig was going to be difficult because that's more of a morning, evening type deal when they're really on the bait fish. But I'm like, hey, let's give it a shot. Let's see what we can do. It is a finesse style Alabama rig, so let's give it a shot. We might get a couple fish. We do have a couple fish. Now we got to go and get a couple more. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. No, it's a little lackluster right now. We're going to try to pick it up. Stay tuned, enjoy, and let's go get them. All right guys, we are back out and I want to try this little pond size buzzbait, see if we can get on any evening bite when it comes to the largies. We did fairly well earlier with the A-rig. I mean, we got a couple nice bass up, but I want to see if we can get on a pretty wicked little evening bite. If we get a blow up on this little pond size buzzbait, oh man, it is going to be chaotic. Tell you what, it casts a lot better than I thought it would. But we were throwing this buzzbait on the spinning setup. The only other way you could throw it is on a BFS, which this would be ideal for a BFS. Unfortunately, I left that at home. So we're trying to toss it on this Psycho Stick by Akuma medium light action spinning rod with the Helios SX reel. I love this Helios reel. It is freaking wicked. It runs so smoothly. It's freaking awesome. And then we got 10-pound soft steel braid with a 12-pound soft steel fluorocarbon leader. Yes, I said 12-pound fluorocarbon leader because I was drop shotting over at Rosie a couple weeks ago and I wanted a little bit thicker leader just to ensure that we're not going to have any sort of breakoffs or anything like that up in the trees. Is the only reason why I have that heavy of a leader on this rod right now. We did pretty well earlier when it came to the A-rig, but the only problem was, oh my gosh, that was freaking insane. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, one of the first topwater fish of the year for me on the little freaking buzzbait, and he is ripping. This boy is digging. Oh my gosh, he's using that current to his advantage. Sorry, that cord is flapping up in front of the GoPro. Get on up here, buddy. Make sure he doesn't hit the ground. So one good thing about the 12-pound fluorocarbon, look, we pinned him on the side, on the outside. Beautiful little largemouth right there. Thank you for the bite, dude. That was absolutely incredible. During that fight, unfortunately, this cord was probably flopping in the way. So unfortunately, that was in the way. Now, oh my gosh, we got bit again. We got bit again. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys are seeing this. My hand might be in the way. They're on that side right there because you can see where the water's pooling up. That is insane. Oh my gosh, it was immediate, guys. Immediate. Just rip this thing down the bank as far as you can, and we're on. Guys, they're pulled. Oh, he came off. He came off. Maybe he'll come back. He came off. That was absolutely incredible. 3 bites in a row on the little pond buzzbait by Strike King. Absolutely insane. So how do we get 3 blow-ups in a row with 1 fish and then nothing? And guys, these are good quality fish that are blowing up on this. I mean, it's not like they're little 1-pounders. These guys are absolutely cranking it. I mean, we have 4 blow-ups realistically all together and then 1 fish. And they were like right up in this like soft current zone. We grinded out 2 fish. We ended up getting a couple follows, couple bites, couple hook sets. He missed it. He missed it. No way. He missed it. You freaking. Oh. I gotta learn how to cast short. Been ripping these. Oh my gosh. I wasn't even looking at that as I'm screwing up because I'm literally walking, tripping, almost breaking my rod tip. I don't even know what's going on right now, guys. Bass of all size want that topwater bite right now. Look at this little guy. That little guy ate this, which I mean, it's definitely small enough for him, but he almost screwed me up. That fish almost broke my rod because I wasn't paying attention. So I guess I almost broke my rod, not the fish's fault, but still, I'm gonna blame the fish. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling fishy. There we are, I'm feeling fishy. Little guy. Sit down, buddy. You're little, you're not big, but I'll take you. I will take you. Look at him go. Just squirming. It's crazy. Hanging on by a thread. By a freaking thread. How did that fish not come off? Hanging on by a thread. Oh, there we go. Struggling a little bit. Check that out. Skinny little bass, but hey, we'll take them. Thank you very much for that bite. Doing good, you? There we go. Yeah, man, they're on the top water right now. A little buzzbait, like a pond-sized buzzbait. Yeah, dude, it's fun. I've had like 7 blow-ups so far. And in here, from like up there, all the way down to about the bridge, they range anywhere from like little guys like this, but all the way up to 4 pounds. They're nice.
You know that street all the way down there?
Yeah.
That bridge right there, it's full of like catfish and stuff.
Bunch of carp down there. Yeah, the carp, they're a ball to fish, man. They're pretty fun.
We saw like big one underneath there, like that long.
Dude, they're massive.
Yeah. Well, look at that.
Right on, you too, man. Thank you. Freaking pinned himself. Check that out. Solid little fish, though. I'll take it. Man, that is so much fun.